For the past 12 months, this has been endless, okay?
Endless? You guys haven't received a singular ban over this. You guys have worked with impunity. Impunity.
Happening here, though, kind of at the center of it, you have Ethan Klein, Hassan Piker, and a creator by the name of Froan. But where we'll start is with the fact that over the past few days, we've seen the platform accused of ignoring anti-Semitism by creators like Ethan Klein. Multiple content creators have been banned for what were deemed hateful comments, and all of the fallout that's come from that as creators and fans go after one another. Though technically, you could say that all of this started when Asmongold made his horrendous comments.
Now, Asmongold, I haven't watched like the whole context of what he said. I watched like, I think maybe a 1, maybe 2 minute clip. But new subject, stay on topic. I'm sorry. This is what I was originally trying to talk about. This is what we're talking about now. Okay. But Asmongold's statement, while it was kind of his statement was bad and it lacked a lot of the qualifiers that I would put on there, right? There's definitely a billion better ways that you could make the same point that in a way that's a little bit kinder and more understanding of where the Palestinians are. And it's also some of the culture statements were kind of stupid. Hey, thanks for the follow, buddy. But what's the difference between what Asmongold said about Palestinians and what Hasan said about Tibetans? I don't remember what he said about Tibetans. Posted in chat. I don't think he was being malicious. I mean, I don't care what his intention was. The statements were bad. However, this is, again, the only problem that I have with the Asmongold, 14-day ban. Is that it took people making such a big raucous noise over the double standard that the ADL had to step in and have a meeting with Twitch's CEO and their board. Okay? It took that for them to take any action against the people that are just doing like constant blatant terrorist propaganda, that are constantly denying what happened on October 7th, constantly, doing weird panels where they rate people from Arab to love Sabra, which, and you can tell by the way they talk about it, and when we get there, I'll show you, they're talking about Jews. They rate people on tiers from Arab to Jew. I'm sorry, it's just insane. And the ADL has to step in for these 4 people to get a 14-day ban, right? They've been doing this shit unopposed with no consequences for a year. And now people want to complain and like draw equivalencies to what Asmongold said one time and what Hasan and like Froan and all these other people have been saying every single fucking day for the past year. 30-day? Oh, I thought that Asmon was only banned for 2 weeks and that these people were banned for a month. It's not terrorist propaganda, it's just racist. Well, this one right here, this is just racism. What Hasan and what Froan have done on their streams, like disconnected from this specific event, there's been like literal terrorist propaganda played on their like literal like Houthi like recruitment propaganda videos that he played on his stream. It's literally that. He literally had a Houthi terrorist on his stream and Joe compiled around with him. Yeah, they had the ADL come in for this shit. And it wouldn't have happened, like, and keep this in mind, okay? This happened because of DGG, okay? This happened because of Destiny. This happened because of Dan, right? And, like, the broader DGG community. Like, anybody that ever talks about DGG brigading them and trying to hurt them again, just think about this instance where it actually was, when it actually was like a targeted assassination, all right? This time it actually was. Just think about that next time someone like claims that Destiny's chat is brigading him, or that there's targeted harassment, because this is what happens. You know, the ADL gets involved, right? And Twitch has to start banning people to save face or else lose advertisers. That's what brigading from DGG looks like. Okay. It's discussing how people are fine with different people being killed. We have a societal problem. Yeah, it is crazy to me. But what I've learned since, you know, starting streaming back in 2020 is that no matter how morally correct your side, you perceive your side to be, especially when it comes to like the more extreme areas of like being a leftist or being a like hardcore fascist, right? Rules only apply to other people. That's the way that it is. And you can be as depraved and as dishonest and as scum as you want to be. And as long as you're on the correct side, all those people on your side will defend you no matter what. Just look at Donald Trump. Just look at Hassan Piker. All right? There is no accountability. With these people, there is no accountability for their own side. They will never, ever hold them accountable. And so, just to get back to what I was like in the middle of saying, like the thing that bothers me so much is the complete lack of accountability and the uneven application of rules. Like, what the point? What's the point of having a TOS where everything is laid out right here for you? What the is the point of rules if some people can break the rules blatantly on a regular basis and the rules not apply to them? This is just like the problem with Twitch. And to be honest, like, I both love and hate Twitch, okay? I love Twitch because I think that the community that can be built here as opposed to other places is really cool. There's a lot of chat engagement, which is really cool, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But the inconsistency of the rules and the lack of clarity when you have action taken against you, right? Like, the entire point of rules, it feels like, at least to me, is you put people on notice that these things are against the rules. When someone breaks the rules, you then tell them what rule they broke, how they broke it, so that they don't do it again. Right? When you go to jail, the judge will, let's say you graffiti something, right? You graffiti someone's house. The judge calls you in, says, "Do you know why you're in here today? You did destruction of property. This is how long this is what your punishment is going to be. Do you understand that when you do this action, when you spray paint the wall, that's destruction of property, and therefore it is not allowed?" And then you let them go back into society. And if they break the rule again, then harsher punishments apply. Yeah? But with Twitch, they'll do some shit like this. You've been banned for hateful conduct. You either promoted, glorified, threatened, or advocated violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups on the basis of a protected characteristic, including age. And then they'll give you these examples, and that's the entire thing. 2 of my 3 bans on Twitch have been because of this rule. In both of those situations, we had no idea why I got banned. We watched the VODs back. No idea why I got banned. The one time I got banned for something else was this right here, slurs. And it wasn't me saying a slur. It was some person that used to be on stream a bunch, self-referentially calling themselves a slur. Maybe stop being such a hateful person. I'm not. I'm a very loving person. So that's the problem with Twitch, okay? Sonsol, all leftists do it for fetuses, age, rules, not... Bro, you people need to type better today, okay? You guys keep on doing this thing where you're typing into chat and you're saying things, and I can tell you're trying to say something, but I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say. Enforced. No, that doesn't help me. All leftists do it for fetuses, age, rules not enforced. What the fuck are you trying to say? I don't get it. I'm trying, but I don't get it. It somehow makes less sense. Okay, we're going to watch this now.
Last week degrading Gazans, which as we covered on the show was something he apologized profusely for after getting banned. But then the spotlight on the situation shifted after Klein put out a video last Thursday called Twitch Has a Major Problem. And in that video, Ethan claims that Twitch harbors anti-Semites and actively ignores it. And as some evidence, he points out that Twitch recently unbanned Sneeko and Fresh and Fit. Where content creators...
We should watch that video. What's the title of that video? Twitch has a major problem. The call for murder because of age is not enforced. Left does abortion. Yeah, I'm just going to... Twitch has a major problem. Sorry, I don't understand what you're trying to say, dude. Oh, okay. He is coming from a pro-life stance, saying they wish the deaths of babies. They wish for the death of babies, and according to rules, you can't target protected classes. That's a really hard argument to make for like a TOS violation. Why waste time say lot word when few word do trick? True. Why is this all the way down
Hello
here?
everybody, it's Ethan Klein from my basement. Beautiful Friday evening. My kids just went to sleep and I opened Reddit to browse my community, who I love so well. And at the top of the subreddit is this very lovely clip entitled, "Just a casual panel provided by Twitch at their con, broadcasted on their official channel." What is it? Well, it's a panel hosted by Froan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list.
God, why does she look like the Peepo trophy?
A panel hosted by Froan.
Kind of similar.
And 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much...
Can you imagine going to the grocery store?
Sabra.
And you just want to buy some hummus just so you can snack on that shit. And then you just like, there's just stickers all the over them. Very minor annoyance, but it's just enough to piss me the off.
It's a very popular hummus brand.
The Twitch
I know
know
in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator. And it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott. I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously,
I haven't seen that once. Well, that's because people are going around and like slapping, you know, anti-Israel stuff on everything, you know. Finish the previous shorter video. This one's 5 minutes long. The other one's 30 minutes long. We're watching this one first.
With Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel. But now, they've unbanned Sneeko.
Down with the Yahood! Down with the Yahood!
And they've just unbanned Fresh and Fit this week. These are 2 of the most
Both of them have been banned from Twitch since the ADL meeting. They banned them too. They got caught in the crossfire.
Prolific Jew-hating creators on the entire internet. And these are the 2 they've targeted to bring back. Now, taking this all in account, here's an officially sanctioned event at TwitchCon. Let's take a look at it and see what exactly is Twitch endorsing here.
Okay. It's the perfect transition to our first person, Hasan.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder where they're going to put Hasan.
The glazing is
I'm going to guess they're going to put him in Arab.
Uncomfortably heavy.
But he's a brother.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Yeah, I think he'd be on Arab coded.
I mean, I would put him in Arab, to be honest.
I would put him also in Arab.
Which is great. That's the good one. That's the one you want.
Austin, let's go down the line.
He's
Arab.
Arab.
He's Arab.
Arab.
He's
actually
Arab.
Lebanese. Like,
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Austin.
The next person is one of my favorite people, Ethan Klein.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Oh, Jewish.
Where's the?
Well, here's the thing, Sieg. I don't even think that Ethan is going to the center. I think that he's staying exactly where he's at. Just like I've stayed basically, except for my economic takes, I've stayed basically exactly where I'm at on every social issue, on every like major political issue. I've basically stayed exactly the same, except for my economic takes, because I understand capitalism is a little bit more effective than socialism, right? But on that, the feels bad to realize your friend group are awful people. It does feel really bad. And especially when like you have beef with like one person, or you have beef with like one or two people in just like the way that they're acting, and you don't even want to like burn bridges or anything with them. It's just like, I just can't believe that you guys are saying this thing. And then all of them come out and start relentlessly attacking you and like shit talking you in public and in private. Like, that sucks ass. And I've gone through that, and that sucks ass. It's more perception, or him allowing people like Hasan to push him in a direction to stay complacent, basically like what you went through. Yeah, exactly. I see like some similarities there, not one-to-one, but similar ones, right? Where I can be chill, right? I can be chill with leftists. I can be chill with conservatives. I can be chill with people that disagree with me very easily. I do it all the time, okay? I am the most like hardcore liberal person I know. Very few people, even in my own family, agree with politics in the way that I do, okay? Or in the way that I engage in politics, right? I'm very, very, very liberal, all right? Not leftist, liberal. But it feels like, especially when you, and I thought about this a couple of times in the time that I've been streaming, and I'll give a blanket apology to anyone that I've done that to. I can't think of any specific examples where I stopped talking to someone because of just like an opinion that they have that wasn't like beyond the pale, right? Like the suspect sushi guy, me and him were friendly and all that, but it wasn't the fact that he was a conservative that made me not want to, associate with him anymore. It was the fact that he was a Proud Boy that sieged the Capitol on January 6th. Like that was beyond the pale for me. Too much. It's more we follow the same rules, like we can yell at each other or argue, but disagreements don't affect our friendship, which is why we can be friends. Yeah. Right? But like, yeah. You stop talking to me because I'm pro-Israel? Well, that's because you're a Jew. I'm just kidding. Did you DM him and were like, not cool, bro? No, but I was the first person on Twitch Politics that knew that he was a Proud Boy because he emailed me from the official Proud Boy email address of West Virginia. So I did know that first. I didn't stop talking to him because he was a Proud Boy. I just thought he was stupid. But I didn't stop engaging with him. I didn't stop, I thought it was really stupid. And that was when I had like a more mixed opinion on the Proud Boys than I do now. And especially like after January 6th, where they actively plotted and, took to heart what Donald Trump said, the stand back and stand by, with all of the messages that leaked from Enrique Tarrio and all of them, Did you meet up with him in West Virginia? No, dog. I was like literally on the border, like the tri-state area of Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia. I was barely in West Virginia. I played Minecraft with him and the other conservatives. God, they were hateful people. Yeah, I just don't like hateful people or hateful movements, Proud Boys are a I don't know if they've been designated as a terrorist group in the United States. America's problem now. Well, it was our problem to begin with. All right. It was the first time that we've exported extremists to you. All right. You guys send us the Lauren Southerns and the Jordan Petersons and the Steven Crowders. You guys send us all these extremists. And you guys can't live with one conservative bro group? Please. Proud Boy started in Canada? Oh, never mind. I knew it was all bad. Anyways. Someone met up with him. Maybe it was Dylan Burns. I don't know. That was a long time ago. The leader spawned in Canada. Why are Canadians so f***ed up? All right, let's finish this. We'll go back.
I told you guys to
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Oh, Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke.
So that right there, they know that they're not talking about people that just like hummus. They're pointing out that he's Jewish.
You're missing a category for Zionist.
I told you guys to clap.
This is a good reaction.
That was a good one.
Oh, Jewish.
Dude, where's the? You guys are missing a category for Zionist. That was a joke. That was just a joke in my.
Stand up.
We're very proud of you, Denims, for bringing anti-Semitism right on stage, and you guys are killing it. And may I point out here, Chevron, Capcom, and Samsung. Do you know that there is an Arab to Jew tier list happening in front of your sponsor? And you guys were so kind to sit right in front of them. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom. By the way, a bit of irony. I love that they're boycotting hummus and sitting in front of a Chevron logo.
And also, do y'all know why they chose Sabra hummus? He said it was because Israelis have it in their pantries or whatever. Okay. It's also from TwitchCon. If you can't cover TwitchCon on Twitch, yeah, where the fuck can you? But if you guys don't know this, BDS Sabra. The reason they said love Sabra. I am a human. Thank you. Jesus. Wait, it's not even taking me to campaigns. Sabra hummus. The BDS movement is boycott, divest, and sanction Israel. Boycott, divestment, and sanctions is a Palestinian-led movement for freedom, justice, and equality. So they're talking about Israelis. They're talking about Jews. My mom loves that Sabra shit. It's like soy slop hummus. There's better hummus out there, okay? There's better hummus out there. But I won't say that it's the worst hummus. I've had worse hummus. Do you honestly think Ethan really gives a shit about this? Yes, I do. The only reason he is making a deal about it is because he wants people banned and playing a racism card. No, I think that he does care about this because all these people were his friends before, and now they've just painted him in. Yeah, it's probably racist, but it's such low tier, harmless stuff. It might feel that way to you, all right? But when there are people who are your friends who have started throwing shit at you constantly on a daily basis, there's some more shit thrown at Ethan and his wife and his children for being Israeli from his ex-friends while they pretend like they still have a nice relationship. Ethan barely talked about Hasan over the past couple of months, but Hasan has defended Froan and all these other people for saying crazy things about Ethan specifically. And it's constant. And on top of all of that, if this was happening from anybody else towards any other ethnic group, these people right here would be the ones trying to get them banned. Would I normally care about this much? No, I honestly wouldn't. But again, like I've said like 40 times during this stream, what like absolutely kills me about the world that we live in right now is that there is no accountability for anybody depending on where you are. If you're in MAGA, there's no accountability for Trump. If you're a leftist, there's no accountability for anti-Semitism. And depending on what platform you're on, it can be more or less sanctioned depending on who you are. These people have been saying crazy things that I would never dream of saying or doing on stream against groups that I dislike. I would never dream of doing it because I would get banned. But they know that they won't get banned. It took the ADL getting into a meeting with the CEO and the board of Twitch for anything, any kind of action to be taken. That's why it matters to me, because it's ridiculous that some people can get away with some of the worst vitriolic, racist shit in the entire world and get away with it. And then I have a philosophical disagreement about like the definition of some terms and I'll get perma banned. They will openly deny things that happened on October 7th, which have evidence for them, which is explicitly against the rules. I didn't know that was against the rules, like in the way that it was laid out, but where is it? Let's find that. You can't glorify violence, physical harm, or death against individuals or groups that are on the basis of a protected characteristic. Why are these people not banned when they say, yes, Hezbollah killing the IDF dogs? Hezbollah, by the way, are aggressors in this. They literally started bombing Israel before they had any action taken in Gaza. October 7th happened, and Israel was attacked by a terrorist group where they just killed 1,400, 1,200, whatever the number is, number of civilians. And then the next day, Hezbollah starts bombing them. They're not protecting the Palestinian people. They're attacking the Jews. Where is mock the event or victims, or deny the occurrence of well-documented hate crimes, or deny the existence of documented acts of mass murder or genocide against a protected group? What happened on October 7th? What happened on October 7th? It was the mass murder of Jews. They weren't killed because they were Israelis. They were killed because they were Jews. They said as much. But these people can go around and do literally whatever the they want on Twitch. Short of saying the N-word, they can say literally anything that they want on stream with no repercussions. It's insane. And it can't be allowed to just like happen like this. It just can't. The world can't go in a direction where the worst extremist piece of shit, I almost said something that might have been bad, okay? Horrible human beings, they can say whatever disgusting things that they want and have no repercussions for it. That's not the way that the world should go. It's the way that our political system is going. It's the way that the internet is going. It's the way that social interactions in real life are going. As long as you have the correct opinion, you can do whatever the you want within certain groups. And Twitch is a group that is fine with terrorist propaganda. Is it a 30-day ban, some sort of consequence? That only happened after. They've been doing this shit for a year. Since the bodies were cooling off in the hot desert Israeli sun. As they were cooling off, these people were saying crazy shit supporting Hamas. For a year, they have no, it's not better late than never. Because if they don't start enforcing the rules evenly going forward after those people get off their ban, then we're right back to square one. It took a massive coordinated campaign to get the attention of the ADL for any action to be taken in the first place. I anticipate nothing changes short of Clancy stepping down as CEO. Well, here's the thing. The ADL said that they're going to monitor this going forward. There's like two and to be clear, like these Twitter accounts, I don't support 100% of everything they do, right? But like Stop Anti-Semitism or whatever the Twitter account that is, like they now have, their fingers on the pulse of what's going on at Twitch. So now there are actual watchdog organizations having to watch twitch.com to make sure that extremist content doesn't start cropping up again. Oh, them, they dox. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying that I like co-sign that organization or anything, but I'm saying like organizations that would care about this are now watching Twitch like a hawk, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's spooky to realize how many young kids Hasan is turning into racists. Yeah, and then like I have a lot of friends from when I was in high school, people that I've known for a long time. I have family members that are teachers, and the stories that you hear, like now, I haven't heard a ton of these, but I've heard enough from people that I know are teachers to know that this is a problem right now. Like kids making anti-Semitic jokes in class, like on a regular basis, whether it's because they saw Sneeko and Andrew Tate do it, or it's because they saw Hasan or some other crazy lefty do it. Kids making jokes about Jews during, like lessons on the Holocaust. If I was a teacher right now and a kid did that shit while I was teaching about the Holocaust, I would get fired. Because I would sit down and I would pull up YouTube videos that are age restricted of Holocaust victims, walking skeletons, walking down the road just so that they could understand who they're making jokes about. That'd probably be a fireable offense. Can't show kids, genocided corpses, to prove a point. But I think it might stick with them. Anyways, let's finish the video. Sorry. And that was a long response to it's probably racist, but it's such low-tier, harmless stuff. Some of it's low-tier, harmless stuff, and I don't care about those things. I only care because of the lack of consistency. I only care because of the uneven enforcement of the rules. Like, it's just insane. You should show Schindler list. I'm not even going to respond to you guys unless you guys can spell a name correctly in chat. If you guys send me a chat, even if I understand what you're trying to say, and it doesn't have at least approaching 6th grade grammar rules, I'm ignoring it. Okay? I love you guys. Schindler's List. I actually haven't even seen Schindler's List. I want to watch Schindler's List, but I have not had a chance to see it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wonder which one's doing more damage. Okay. We know Twitch is like place favorites with everything. If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about. I don't know what to say. I've been put in this position where like, I watch this clip and I'm like, what the am I actually watching? This is mad. I need to say something. Chevron, Samsung, and Capcom, they deserve to know. You know, I know Capcom put in a Shmuley the Rabbi in the next Street Fighter game, who attacks with dreidels and throws foreskin. So they are very in touch with the Jewish identity. So we're gonna have to ask them. That's it.
Yes, Fron, that's true.
I know there's going to be lots of obfuscating and excuses for this video. And
oh, look at him. He has a signed poster of Hamilton, the one musical I refuse to watch on principle.
you know, let's be real, guys. Let's just look at this optically. Imagine this flipped. Super Jew and colonizer on the bottom, right? And I go, Frogan, we know where she goes. She goes to the bottom. Like, let's be real, okay? No one else would get that treatment. So don't even try to pretend or act like this is some innocent little mistake and that one of the guys there is Jewish. I just don't care. I'm glad you have a Jewish friend. That's very nice. But at the end of the day, let's get real, okay? Get your shit together.
And that's one thing. That's one thing that's really hard about dog whistles, right? And this is one of the things that the left had a problem with during the conservative, Renaissance, until like 2018, 2019, 2018, I would say is when like the extremists started falling off and getting banned or stopped streaming or posting videos or whatever. The dog whistles are really hard to point out to people who aren't willing to listen that they're dog whistles, right? Well, they're not talking about, black people. They're just talking about inner city crime, these sorts of things, depending on who's saying them and what they're talking about, you can kind of read between the lines and you know what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. The audience knows what they're talking about. But they want that air of plausible deniability, which is why they don't just come out and say it. Are you conflating inner city crime and black people? No, that would be what the conservatives did back in the day, the people that I argued with. And so now, this dog whistle is love Sabra hummus. It's not about hummus. It's because it's on the BDS boycott, divest, sanction against Israel. Loving Sabra means you love Israel, which means you're one of them. That's what this means. Sabra means Israeli Jew? Really? I didn't know that. Or are you saying that's what it means to them? Or you mean the actual word Sabra? No Habibi for you. I'm not throwing out my SodaStream. Wait, is SodaStream on there? Is that an Israeli product? If I translate from what would be Hebrew? No, that's not it. Is a modern Hebrew term that defines any Jew born in Israel. Oh, that makes this so much more naked and horrible. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, it's so much less of a dog whistle. Why do you have 3 soda streams? Put those on Facebook Marketplace, dude. All right, let's keep going. Let's watch this.
Was something he apologized profusely for after getting banned. But then the spotlight on the situation shifted after Klein put out a video last Thursday called Twitch Has a Major Problem. And in that video, Ethan claims that Twitch harbors anti-Semites and actively ignores it. And as some evidence, he points out that Twitch recently unbanned Sneeko and Fresh and Fit, right? Content creators that are unambiguously anti-Semitic. And then on top of that, he highlighted this segment from an official panel at TwitchCon where multiple Arab content creators alongside some non-Arabs made a tier list.
Well, it's a panel hosted by Frogan and 4 of her friends, in which they have a tier list where they rate people where good is Arab and bottom is loves Sabra. Sabra
is a very popular hummus brand. I know in Israel, it's pretty much in everybody's refrigerator, and it's kosher. They're an American company, but they've been the subject of the pro-Palestine boycott.
Wait, is Sabra not even an Israeli? Wait, what's their section on the website for this? Why do they not have a link on the Sabra one? Come on. BDS Sabra. Did they take down just this page? Hold on. Someone in chat. Copy link address. Someone in chat, please. Where is... Someone click that link. Oh, of course, it's not that link. Someone look up BDS Sabra and click the first link. Cloudflare. Did they take down the section of their website for Sabra? Or is my internet just up? They were being DDoSed? Oh, well, maybe that makes sense why the rest of the website's not. No, because this is... No, their website can't be being DDoSed unless just that one section is being DDoSed, but I doubt that. Action. But there's no link to it here. Yeah, no, I don't think it would be a DDoS. Okay, well, I just wanted to see that it... Wait, I guess I could just do this. Sabra hummus. And then go to... It's a US-based company. It's not even an Israeli company. Okay.
I mean, it's kind of just Arab good, Jew bad. I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing this any other way. And what's crazy...
I don't have like a principled stance against boycotts. I don't think that they're particularly effective unless they're like highly organized. And these things aren't usually highly organized. But I don't have anything against boycotting. But like, you should boycott for specific reasons. It's the same thing that I have, the same take that I have when it comes to... the same take that I have when it comes to protesting. You should have a specific aim that you should then take action about, and the action has to highlight what is the issue, right? So if you're gonna protest something, you should do a specific action that highlights the injustice. If you're going to boycott something, you should boycott something that has a specific purpose. You're highlighting something specific. This isn't highlighting anything specific. You're not targeting anyone specific. You're targeting a US-based company for Israel. I don't know.
Is that I've been suspecting that Twitch has an anti-Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel.
And then along with that, Klein also added,
All right, last thing, and then we gotta watch the video, okay? Sorry, I was reading this, I didn't even hear what he said. No, I don't believe him. He absolutely doesn't give a shit about this. That this is racist or arbitrary Jew, good Jew, bad. It's all about spite and revenge. He's grifting for views. He doesn't have to grift for views. If he's grifting for views, he's like the worst person ever at it. But I'm pretty sure that this guy who's been in this industry for so long probably has some idea about the space itself and what will and what won't generate views in a positive way, right? Just starting a fight with someone that you have a large overlap with is not going to be positive view growth, all right? It's very likely going to be negative growth because people start following you. People side with the other person. I think not every single thing is someone grifting. Sometimes people are just legitimately upset about something, all right? That's something that you guys can always trust me. I cannot think of a single issue that I was not actually invested in that I got upset about or that I, made videos about or went around arguing with people about. I have to actually care about the actual topic. So if you see me and I'm talking about a topic, it's because I at least mostly care about this thing. And you can usually tell when I don't. You can usually tell when I'm like phoning it in and I'm just watching it because people want me to watch it.
Semitism problem. Obviously, it started with Hassan platforming Houthi terrorists and showing unfettered terrorist propaganda on his channel.
And then along with that, Klein also added,
If they were really serious about anti-Semitism, Sneeko and Fresh and Fit would never have been brought back to the platform. It's just a no-brainer, right? But they were welcomed back with open arms. And I mean, their whole platform essentially for the past year has just been anti-Semitism. I'm not even kidding. And that's literally all they talk about.
Now, all of that then led to Froan, who's a mod for Hassan Piker's stream and also streams herself, responding and writing on Twitter. Ethan Klein lied again and said myself, Arabs, which is the show, and our guest did a tier list where, quote, good equals Arab and Jew equals bad, which isn't what happened. Our tier list was, quote, who has Habibi Pass, which is a meme tier list we did with a variety of creators. Here is
This is why I want to watch that panel. I want to get some context, because I've seen a long clip of this and hoping that there would be some context that, praying that I was wrong, that the initial, impression that it was giving me wasn't the real thing, but it was. Like, again, it's just like the weird dog whistly thing. It just feels like Nick Fuentes strats. Yeah, exactly.
the clip with the context, but then sharing a clip from that event and adding, the whole basis of my podcast, Arabs with Capri and Rap, is that we are all Arabs from different religious backgrounds. I am Muslim, Capri is Christian, and Rap is Jewish. Sabra hummus is objectively the worst hummus to exist and is the unfortunate standard of hummus in the US. Right, so with that, you
Why would you create the list from Arab to love Sabra? What is the love Sabra? Why is that included as the bottom tier? Oh, you just wanted to make a statement on hummus all of a sudden? Shut the f up. That shit's so cringe.
had some feeling that was a reasonable response.
He knows Raph is Jewish. And someone was there live. It was all lighthearted and good fun. They all booed and then called him a Zionist and then put him on the bottom tier. Okay. Imagine taking an obvious joke so personally. Kind of sad, really. Oh, look at that. Sieg. You guessed it right.
Though others still called it a dog whistle to say Israeli without saying, especially given the context Klein gave earlier about its popularity in Israel. However, all of that was kind of just the tip of the iceberg, because Froan ended up deciding just a day later to open up an entirely new can of worms after saying on stream,
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. The ones the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. The U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, imperialism. This, you don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other, you're doing them. You're like, oh my god, I want my Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD, and I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into America.
Now, with that, she did eventually give a sorta apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status. So they argued.
I wanted to go back so I could read what she said. She says, the U.S. military has conducted some of the most horrific crimes against humanity in the modern era in countries such as Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, Lebanon, and Palestine. My anger is directed at individuals who are currently championing these war crimes as if they liberated my people. I'm sorry. There were almost certainly war crimes that U.S. personnel did, right? And if you want to know how those people are doing now, all right? If you want to know what those people are doing now, Donald Trump pardoned a group of them. What? Right before the 2020 election? Or am I wrong on that? I'm like 99% sure. Trump pardon. Were they Blackwater? A SEAL or two that did something up? Oh, did he pardon Navy SEAL? So like we'll hold our people accountable when they do war crimes, unless like someone like Donald Trump gets in office and then they'll get pardoned. Good luck on voting for the Green Party. Good luck voting for the Green Party. They'll definitely show Donald Trump and all those war crime people. Okay. But like to say that like the U.S. has done the worst war crimes in modern history. Like, look at Russia and what they did to Chechnya and what they're doing to Ukraine, what they did to Syria. Look at all of the terrorist groups all over the Middle East, ISIS and shit like that. Those were all war crimes. But it's the US military that does all the bad shit. I'm sorry. Like, I am all for criticizing US institutions when they deserve criticism. And you can criticize the US military for doing bad things. But you should criticize the US military for doing bad things when they do bad things. And you should criticize the specific actions, especially if no action has been taken. But we usually take action against war criminals, usually. How many military tribunals do you think ISIS held for their people when they did stuff that was illegal or bad? All right, let's watch this 23-second clip real quick.
See, that's based.
We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah,
I know the other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like neutral.
Yeah, Jinxie loves Sabra.
No way.
See, that's based.
We need to put it in Love Sabra.
Yeah,
I know the other people are in there derogatory, but he's in there just like neutral.
Yeah, Jinxie loves Sabra, not derogatory.
Sorry, sorry, Mike.
He's like, no, I really f- with Sabra. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
That's why we put you on the Sabra category. Sabra's not hummus. Dude. See, that's based.
We need to put.
Bro. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Can I tell you a story?
Wait, was Frogan's cousin a Hezbollah soldier? No way this is real. Okay.
Can you bleep it?
Yeah, but can we watch this? Then you tell me the story. Or you want me to
It's true. It's relevant. I swear.
Okay, tell me.
My cousin gave us his old Xbox and his username was Hezbollah something. And then we were like, bro, this motherfucker's about to get us put on a list.
That's really funny.
Why bleep that?
Yeah, why bleep that? Was he American or is he from there?
He's American. He died.
Okay,
Recently.
yeah.
Then we're good.
In what, the war or just generally?
Remember I told you my cousin died last year?
Yeah.
Then.
Okay.
Oh, do you still want to bleep it?
We don't have to. I don't know. I don't want to be put on a list. Can I tell you a story?
That's Okay. I won't.
They give a sorta apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status, so they argued that she should be banned, arguing things like Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service.
Friend of the stream, Nicholas Iorio. Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service members should get PTSD, no suspension. E-girl streams softcore porn, approximately 24-hour suspension. Asmongold calling Muslims inferior, 14-day suspension. Being a Jew in Israel, unable to even create an account on the website.
Back in America.
Now with that, she did eventually give a sorta apology, but even with that, many users pointed out that Twitch's hateful conduct specifically covers veteran status, so they argued that she should be banned, arguing things like Twitch ban logic. Frogan saying military service members should get PTSD, no suspension. E-girl streams softcore porn, 24-hour suspension. Asmongold calling Muslims inferior, 14-day suspension. Being a Jew in Israel, unable to even create an account on the website. We'll say we're going to talk about that last bit at the end of the story. But like always with situations like this led to people digging up old clips of her saying other questionable things. Like with a clip where it appears that she may be hinting that her cousin may be involved with Hezbollah. But either way, by Monday, Twitch eventually cracked down and banned Frogan, which led many to believe that it was because she was wishing American veterans get PTSD. However, it appears that that is not the official reason. Instead, it appears that it was because of her comments on that TwitchCon panel, which is over a month ago, because they also banned the others on that panel, which also led to calls that it was being racist against Middle Eastern voices. And then on top of that, Twitch permanently banned Sneegger, something that Klein felt was necessary if they wanted to tackle anti-Semitism seriously. And it also looks like the decision was in part taken because of pressure from the Anti-Defamation League, with the ADL even tweeting out a whole thread on this that started by saying, ADL spoke with the Twitch staff today after becoming aware of several concerning incidents on the social media platform and/or involving Twitch streamers in the past week, with them then going on to mention Frogan by name. And so with all this, we've seen Frogan not happy with her 30-day ban, saying 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus, but other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians.
That's true, letting her go. Forcing people like Frogan to apologize is the biggest humiliation for people like that. True. Did she apologize? Absolutely not. She's already doubled down on Twitter. Link it to me. Testy, link it to me. Oh, 1 second, sorry. 30-day ban for saying people like bottom of the barrel hummus. Yeah, you lying sack of shit. But other people get 2 weeks for advocating for the genocide of Palestinians. You've been advocating for the genocide of Jews for like the past year, okay? Off.
Got it. Or with that last part, pretty obvious reference to Asmongold's ban. But with all of that said, like that doesn't even bring us close to the end of all this. Because after the ban of Froan and others on that panel, many of whom were avid pro-Palestinian voices, content creators like Hassan Piker began to react in frustration. And in particular to a lot of these controversies being spread and encouraged by various subreddits and the creators associated with them, to which Hassan said,
there is no winning in this battle. Okay? There is no winning in this battle.
There hasn't been a battle. This is the first bit of pushback you losers have gotten in a year. The first bit of pushback that you guys have gotten in a year. The first action taken against you people for breaking blatantly. Where'd it go? Oh, I have to... You can't mock the event or the victims or deny the occurrence of well-documented hate crimes or deny the existence of documented acts of mass murder or genocide against a protected group. All of these people have been denying things that happened on October 7th for a year. For a year. Moral deficiencies. How many times has Hassan go on to talk about the moral deficiencies of the Israelis, not of the government, of people who are Israeli, post, upload, or otherwise share hateful images or symbols, including symbols of established hate groups. The Houthis, their flag right here. What does it mean? It says, God is the greatest, death to America, death to Israel, curse be upon the Jews, victory to Islam. And Hassan has been playing recruitment videos from the Houthis. And where's the one where it says you can't, where's the one where it talks about you can't watch? Here. You may not display or link terrorist or extremist propaganda, including graphic pictures or footage of terrorist or extremist violence, even for the purposes of denouncing such content. But Hassan can. Oh.
There's nothing
so
in this battle.
There is no battle. There is no battle. You guys haven't been battling. This is the opening salvo. This is the opening salvo. And you're already saying there's no winning in this fight. There's no winning in this fight. There's winning in this fight. But you guys, the second you get any pushback from institutions that you think are on your side, you immediately just cave. Because you expect, like you're entitled to protection from Twitch, you expect them to never take action against you. Because you have the right politics and they agree with you, right?
Okay. There's no winning in this battle. There's nothing you and I or this community or anyone can do. Nothing at all. This is precisely the reason why I just eat it.
$20,000 worth of jewelry on for his Twitch stream, but he's just like us proles.
Every day. Okay. For the past 12 months, this has been endless. Okay.
Endless? You guys haven't received a singular ban over this. You guys have worked with impunity. Impunity.
When they can't get anything off of me and my statements, then they turn around and, you know, pick apart different statements from the chat. If they can't do that, they go after people that are also pro-Palestinian, but have smaller audiences.
Hassan then went on to claim that many people's opinions are turned into a caricature of who they are. Like, for example, he says that Muslim people are often painted as anti-Semitic no matter what, and with that arguing that there isn't much he can do to change people's minds about it.
There is nothing I can do. There is nothing I can do. All I can do is just take it. Just like all Capri Sun Poppy and Frogan and everyone else that's getting banned in this mass ban wave, all they can do is take it.
But then at almost the exact same time Hassan was making these statements on his stream, Klein was also streaming. With most of that criticizing Twitch for having an anti-Semitism problem, right? Talking about the recent unbans and criticizing people like Hassan for letting it become commonplace on Twitch. And among his problems with Hassan is that he's promoting this guy from Yemen who many think, Klein included, is actively involved in Houthi piracy.
Even Hassan says that this guy's a Houthi. Someone find me that clip. Hassan Hasanabi Houthi interview. I'm pretty sure at the beginning of this, he's like, yeah, we're interviewing a Houthi.
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. How the fuck are you going to interview him? I'm going to interview him by having someone who speaks Arabic on. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. I'm doing journalism, chat. Calm down. Okay? Here, this is the guy. Yeah, Tim Houthi Chalamet. Frogan is definitely going to find someone. Wait.
Yeah, they cut it out. Yes, I'm interviewing the Houthi kid. They edited it out.
This is others argue that at the very least, he's just
because they know it's bad. Someone please find me that clip so I don't look like a loser.
Guy that is extremely anti-Semitic. Klein also blasted Hasan and others because of clips like this.
I think like anyone who does our general job, and especially someone like him who I only make $3 million a month. I'm middle class. He makes $30 million a month. He's
I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I understood him correctly. Did he just...
Because of clips like this.
I think like anyone who does our general job, and especially someone like him who I only make $3 million a month. I'm middle class. He makes $30 million a month.
He's upper middle class.
He's upper middle class. And it's like, we won the lottery. Why are you bitching about the...
This says you are rich, so why do you care about anti-Semitism? Also, like, Hasan is as rich, like probably as rich as I am. Let's be honest. He downplays as well. He gets like the same concurrent viewers as we do, and he collects all the money straight to the dome himself. Okay, so like this.
Are they saying $3 million a month is middle class? Okay. They're taking the piss. Okay, because I don't know who that other guy is. I don't know what his whole thing is about. So I don't know what his...
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course.
Did they really edit that shit out?
I'm trying to interview the young Yemeni, in quotes, pirate who's a TikToker and need help. How the fuck are you going to interview him? I'm going to interview him by having someone who speaks Arabic on. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. I'm doing journal.
They edited it out. Holy shit. They know that it's bad for him to say and acknowledge that the guy's a literal terrorist.
Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean? Excuse me. Of course I'm about to have a... I'm a journalist, okay? This is... Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes.
هل أنت جزء من الحوثيين؟
What? Yemeni.
Yeah, I know you're Yemeni, but are you a member of the Houthis? I'll have the thing ask it again.
هل أنت جزء من الحوثيين؟
الحوثيين يمنيين.
You're Houthi and Yemeni.
الحوثي يمني.
All right, everyone. I hope you were recording that.
Jesus Christ. Can't say alleged. He is now confirmed. From his own mouth.
It says you are rich, so why do you care about anti-Semitism? Also, like, Hasan is as rich, like probably as rich as I am. Let's be honest. He downplays as well. He gets like the same concurrent viewers as we do, and he collects all the money straight to the dome himself. Okay, so like the same logic. Just say, hey, Hasan, why are you getting so worked up about Gaza, man? We won the lottery. You're rich, dude. Just chill. Like, what a pathetic fucking response.
And honestly, I mean, for this part, it kind of just goes on and on from there because they're doing all these during live streams. We're talking about tons and tons of hours. I'll link to it down below. It's just something we can't cover point by point in this show. So if you want to do an even deeper dive, you have the tools at your fingertips. But then, as I promised I would come back and touch on, something that many people have pointed to as proof that Twitch was being anti-Semitic is the fact that Israelis weren't able to sign up to the site. But among others, you had political commentators like Destiny bring this up, and also Twitch said that it fixed it shortly afterwards, saying when signing up for a Twitch account, you can select an account verification method, email, or phone.
This is a lie, by the way. It has been proven by looking at the code of the website that when you try to sign up with a phone, it blocks it. It never sends you the phone, like the 6-digit code. Crazy.
Phone for added protection. Following the October 7th, 2023 attacks, we temporarily disabled signups with email verification in Israel and Palestine. And going on to claim we did this to prevent uploads of graphic material related to the attack and to protect the safety of users. With Twitch then going on to say that not letting users sign up with an email later on, that was a mistake and just an oversight and that it's fixed now. So this, as you might have noticed, there was a big community note on that. With that note claiming that Twitch's explanation is not true and that even phone verification signups weren't working. But with now all of that said and as things continue to play out in real time, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts with this mess? Any and all.
Interesting. All right. We're going to have to get to these tomorrow because I just looked at the time and I have to get off now. Okay. But just to like in closing, for today, okay. These people have received consequences for their actions for the first time and they're making a big stink about it. It's totally unacceptable. Defending them or trying to say that they weren't being at the very least like weirdly racist. What time tomorrow? I'm going to aim for it's going to be earlier. All right? It's going to be earlier. But we need more accountability in the world, okay? Not fake accountability where you go around and you ban people for no reason or for really stupid reasons. Talk about actual real accountability for even like, fuck, if I transgress, then yeah, me too. But I'm talking about for everyone. Everyone needs to have the rules applied to them evenly. Twitch needs to tell people why they've been banned in a way that people can actually like understand why they got banned and then, you know, change their behavior accordingly. Damn, I work till 4 tomorrow? Yeah, I won't be able to do it tomorrow. Sorry, buddy. Not that late. But yeah, anyways, I love you guys very much. And I'll see you tomorrow. Really